Shalom, 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 Israel. This Qanath Yahawashi Allah. We got my brother Yehuda F.O.P.E in the house. Want to say shalom out?
Grace and peace. Shalom, shalom.
We got a special guest on tonight, brother. You want to say your name and your camp?
My name is Rayabya Sicarii, and this is the Zealots Israel camp out in Seattle, Washington.
So we want to apologize for not coming on Sunday night, man. We just been so busy of late, but we're going to get down to some stuff that needs to be talked about in Israel, and quite frankly, a lot of times when people bring up subjects, people say, oh, but why you doing that? Why you creating a mockery and, all this is and that? No, open rebuke is better than secret love, man. And this is the problem in Israel, man. We have a real serious problem in Israel right now with buffoonery, and it can get dangerous. It can get dangerous. So I'm gonna let the brother, Yehuda, if you want to say something first, on that topic just about the buffoonery in Israel, then we'll let the brother open up on what's basically been plaguing him, man. Because I've been watching, and quite frankly, man, it's not good, man. It's not good because I somebody from that camp came at me too. So Yehuda, if you don't want to say nothing, start off real quick. I'll let the brother go in.
Yes, sir. Dealing with this white boy Sicarii, I call him a white boy. He's a white boy to me. First of all, right? This boy was in the womb of a white woman, right? A white woman for 9 long months, right? And he's a snake. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, you got a bad connection on that end over there.
That's that white blood flowing through his system. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I hear you.
He can you hear me? I'm having problems here.
I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, man, this boy was inside of a white lady who he claimed is the devil, right? He said the white peoples are the devils, correct? So he's inside of a white woman for 9 long damn months and got the damn nerve to talk about people, right? And bring these heathens in, like these Mexicans and these Hispanics, and telling me and you, got the nerve to tell me and you that these are our people, right? It's wicked, man. Like I said, that's the white European side that's flowing through his blood.
Good.
Point blank, period. So he gotta get dealt with. He gotta get dealt with.
Oh, he's gonna get dealt with. And before we go there, because that the brother, I'm sure he's not on here to talk about that part of it. So I don't want anybody to think that he's agreeing with us. You understand? By far. This is how F.O.P.E see things, but this is a channel that we give everybody opportunity to speak on grievances that they may have because of late we're getting a lot of followers. So we want to show everybody that we're not biased and we truly love our brothers, and also you got some black devils out there too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right, because some black devils in Sicarii. I tell you that mess right now. So
but my thing is he called people the devil, right? Like I seen them out on the street. I seen them on the streets, right? And I seen many times where a black man came up to them, right, with a white woman, and they say, "Well, why are you with this white lady?" Right? But wait a minute, your mother is a white woman, so why don't we go to his black father and say, "Why did you get with his mama?"
Right.
That's what we need to do. We need to go to his black father, right, and say, "Why did you get with his white mama?"
Right. Well, look, we're gonna let this brother go ahead. We're gonna let this brother go ahead and
out here teaching these damn lies, man.
Right. We're gonna let this brother go ahead and say his piece, and then we're gonna go ahead and jump because I'm pissed off, man, for what I'm seeing in Israel, man. I am pissed off, brother, and we don't ever want to speak on subject matters like this, and this is why you had what's going on with this brother here. I mean, this brother and I, we had a discourse, right? But we can still sit down and dialogue, right? But we're not gonna sit up here and do the things that they doing to this brother here, because I saw some things, man, that really it aggravated me. You know what I'm saying? So, brother, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the floor. Like I said, the way we feel about things is not necessarily the way he feel about things. You know what I'm saying? I told him that him and I, we're not gonna go over no doctrine tonight, but this has to come out. You know, it has to come out. I mean, you and I, Yehuda, we're gonna go over it. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
this has to come out, man, because ain't nobody gonna speak up. What a Mashayach Yahawashi about this situation, right? Where the Mashayach Yahawashi on this? He's supposed to be up there speaking to Mashayach Yahawashi, but this man out here making mockery or trying to make mockery of this brother right here. Oh, that brother say stuff. Yeah, he say stuff. You know, we all do at times, right? But not on the level these guys doing it. Not on the level these guys doing it. Especially you're supposed to be a part of that so-called government. So, brother, go ahead, man. Kick ass, man. Speak your piece.
Yeah, and I'll keep it respectful, you know, and I respect your platform, and I appreciate you for having me on. And like you said, I'm putting a disclaimer out too. You know, we all have our disagreements and doctrines, but we as men ought to can come on platforms and be respectful. You know what I'm saying? And be like, and certain people will be like, well, wait a second, you don't believe in his doctrine, but the guy that you worship, which is this fool known as Alazar Ben Loya, or, you know, that monkey boy, this guy goes to Sonetta, who blasphemes what we teach, what we believe as a whole, regardless of your doctrine. So how dare you come say, right, oh, you can't dialogue with someone that at least believes in Israel. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? So this is a platform. Now, the problem, you know what I'm saying, with these guys is the fact that they don't take correction. They are inept in taking correction. When they were getting rebuked by GMS for years ago of certain things, they couldn't take correction. All right. And yes, I was a part of, I was with them going back and forth with GMS, but I saw certain things. What I'm seeing right now is certain things that they point out back then. And things have mutated and have grown to epic proportions, to the point where it's becoming, like you said, a bunch of coonery and buffoonery, and it's becoming at this point just like unbearable. Okay. And of course, if brothers and sisters have been watching my videos, I've been going back and forth with them for about a good year and a half, mainly because of doctrine. Certain things they've done me wrong, you know what I'm saying? Because I was one of the guys that started a whole camp up here in Seattle for them. And there's like 5, 6, 7 witnesses to that. Okay. And what has happened, these guys can sit up here and write people off. They've written myself off. They've written the brother Yazar, the brother Simeon Morzo, if you guys have seen him on Facebook or YouTube. They've written guys like him off and myself off that have helped pioneer what they've built. Okay. Now, mainly what's the issue is their behavior and conduct that I've had an issue with. I mean, mainly acting like gangbangers and thugs and having that same gangbanger and thuggish mentality, bringing that into the truth. And that's what they have done. All right. And recently, one of their members, all right, whatever his name is, Ha Mashayach Yahawashi. I mean, this guy is holding up a gun on Facebook, a CIA, like, you know, we use Facebook, but the CIA runs Facebook, right? In the back doors, right? Why the hell would you be posting a picture of yourself with on camera with a gun in your hand? You know what I'm saying? Putting Israel in a bad light. They already want to label what we do as terrorism, or our belief system as terrorism. Why would you sit up here and put that kind of stigma on the nation? And guess what? Sicarii, these type of guys, these guys are known, all right, for being carnal. Now, they're not as open as House of Israel, per se, of carrying guns to camp. But guess what? These guys, they believe in that as well. Bringing guns to camp, you know what I'm saying, being carnal, you know, showing their natural ass, so to speak. Now, I've told them going back last year, right? because it's gotten to a point where it's just unbearable. And Mashayach Yahawashi, they don't do nothing. All right, the elders, they don't get on these guys. You have to go to other people of other congregations, other councils, so to speak. You know what I'm saying, to even talk to these guys. All right, and you know what I'm saying. So this is what's going on. There's no accountability for these guys' action. All right, now with this situation, now I'm not going to put the picture up of my, sister like they did, but these guys have put up a whole picture, okay? And maybe I shouldn't put it out there because these guys, it's not pleasant for the viewers because I know you guys got a.
No, brother, no, check it out. No. That's the difference because they don't hide what they do. So what they doing is in public. So you're not saying nothing that's in secret. So what they put it in public, you could talk about it in public.
Okay. Yeah, you and show the pictures and shit and whatnot, and what you're saying.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, so this guy Hakai, right? And Alazar, they both aren't who's they both do the same thing. Now they posted a page called and this is the name of my sister, Brandy's older sister or brother or something like that. And they put a picture of me that Hakai took of me when I went down to the Passover of Sicarii back in 2016. When I'm like, we're in the motel, we're both coming from Seattle, going down to there, then we're driving back up, right? I'm sitting up here in the mirror, just minding my own business. I'm in my drawers and whatnot, looking in the mirror. This dude somehow, some way, unbeknownst to me, takes a whole picture of me in my drawers. Okay.
Hey.
And when I didn't find out that he did this until another brother, all right, who's in Sicarii, Seattle, Yatab, brings out and shows me that picture, right? I tell this guy on numerous occasions, don't take pictures of me when I'm not looking. Don't videotape me when I'm not looking. What does this guy do anyway? He still doesn't. I told him on numerous occasions for many years, take those take those videos and those pictures down, please. Otherwise, we're going to have an issue. This guy said he did. Guess what? He never did. Last year, this same picture that y'all seen on Facebook, right, is the same picture that because I was still trying to be cool with Sicarii to a degree, but I just had an issue with things that have been going on. These guys have treated brothers like myself and Yazar messed up. You know what I'm saying? These guys have made unfair counsels and judgments, but I tried to still be cool with some of the members, even up here. So I went to a high holy day, and I believe it was the Feast of First Fruit. What happened was on the Feast of First Fruits, Hakai's evil ass sent a picture to the captain of Sicarii, the so-called sergeant of Sicarii, and the so-called leader of Sicarii, of that same picture of me in the mirror, right? And I saw that, and I was irate, right? Now, on this phone that I have right here, this is my old iPhone. I still have the messages that I sent to Alazar, because I went to them. This is before I started making videos. Because I kept hearing, oh, these guys, someone kept referencing to me, and one of the brothers, Ikaran, who they did dirty too, referenced to me, right? That these guys, even after I left Sicarii, that they were talking mess about me behind my back, but still trying to be cool. I was like, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna play it cool. So things kept stirring up. This was another thing that stirred up. So I sent a long message towards Alazar. I was like, it's been 5 days. I gave it time to marinate on how I need to deal with this. Look, I don't know where in the scriptures it says that it's okay to take pictures of another man naked and keep it for 3 years and recordings of that man for years. But your, you know, homosexual ass, self-proclaimed deacon just sent those to your tab last Sunday. This back last year, while we were celebrating the Feast of First Fruits, I seen it. I don't know what the nigga's potentially planning or what kind of homoerotic thoughts this Mark got in his head. And I'm telling you, this one time, one time only. You better tell that nigga to get rid of those pictures and videos. And I'm just kind of skimmed through it because I was really frustrated. So I sent him like 2 paragraphs long because anybody be frustrated. So his response is, don't ever text me with this tone in your life. Shake my head. The fuck wrong with you? You got an issue with Hakah texting. That's Matthew 18, not me. The Bible says go to him alone. I'm not him. Check yourself. I told him, shut the hell up. You know what I'm saying? I said, first off, shut the hell up. You let this nigga run roughshod all over fucking camp. I mean, it's like the freaking camp. And you never check this clown. There's always somebody telling me about what this clown be doing to him or have done to him. Everyone's in trouble but him. He's proven to be unreasonable for years. That's why I'm going to, and that's why I'm going to you, and that's why I'm coming to you with this tone. And I told him, like, look, all this time, you know what I'm saying, you talked all this mess about GMS and all this other stuff, putting pictures out on you, but now when it's someone else that was once in your camp, and I'm paraphrasing this stuff right now, you was mad, but you're not mad for the brother that you're doing this to. Pretty much, I'm paraphrasing. So I ended it with Proverbs 11:9. A hypocrite with his mouth destroyeth his neighbor, but through knowledge shall the just be delivered. Guess what this guy says, right? To deflect from the situation. Rayabya, get off my line with these paragraphs, weirdo. Okay? I'm the weirdo. But you guys had Alazar and Akai kept these pictures of me for years. 2016 had a
let
video.
Me say this to you, bro. Let me interject because okay. To me, I don't know how the viewers will see this, but I don't know if anybody on this call, the people that's watching, if anybody has ever taken a picture of a friend, a male friend, and they males in the restroom, because I seen the picture, right? Put a 1 up. If you took a picture of your male friend in the bathroom with his drawers on and keep it in your back pocket for 1 to 2 to 3 years, right? As a practical joke, right? Now, the brother calls their leader up, right? Now, whatever discourse they had while he left, okay, that's their discourse. But now, this is what we talking about in Israel, man. What's going on? Because I see people making comments on here. I can tell they from Sicarii camp talking about me, and that's fine. But as a leader,
that's what happens, right? When you got a white boy running your camp. When you got a white boy that was inside of a white woman for 9 months.
9 damn months. 9 long.
Inside of a damn white boy.
Check this out. Check this out, Yehuda. Now, as a leader and over a so-called camp or organization, your congregation is going to only do what their leader do.
Exactly.
Right? So if he put up, somebody else put up the picture, you say talk to that man alone, right? And they can't seem to talk. As a leader, you're supposed to jump into it and say, you know what, let me get into this and stop this. Now, Qanath, what the hell are you talking about? You ain't got to do with it. Well, we all have something to do with it when it comes to something on this level. I seen the picture. And I didn't see a damn thing. I didn't see nothing funny about it at all. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't. Right? Because I know if that'd have been me, I'd be ready to hurt somebody. I'm like, why would somebody do something like that? That's degrading, right? It's disrespectful. And it is, to me, it has somewhat homosexual tendencies. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. Now, here's something that a lot of people don't know, and we don't do it. I was up one time, 1 o'clock in the morning, right? Watching something on TV. And I said, see you on Facebook. I go on Facebook. I see 2 guys or 3 guys, they like dancing together. Right? I said, I can't believe this. So I recorded it, right? And I hit Shawshank, right? Now we got the video, right? I said, you know what? I'm gonna get rid of the video. So I don't know if I think I got rid of the damn video. But what if we'd have put that video up and they in Sicarii camp? But we didn't do that. The video looked all kind of homosexual, but we didn't do that. What I'm trying to say is, bro, I'm gonna let you finish. I want to take over your you know, what you want to say, man. But I just think we need to look at this, because I don't know if you want to show the picture, you know, or not, because to me it's very degrading. It's disrespectful.
Yeah,
you know.
Let the people see it, man, so they can see this white devil what he's doing, man.
I'm gonna tell you,
that was inside of a white woman for 9 damn months.
And I'm gonna say something too, because I'm seeing him saying he always does this, because, and this is why I always say that every time he speaks, when other brothers that have seen his videos in the past that I've spoken to, I always say that this dude be using sorcery and using.
He say he in the chat and he want to come on. You want to come on and deal with him?
Hey, man.
Okay, look, hey, Sicarii, you come on, man. I just hope you come on and act like you act like at the Passovers and stuff like that, and y'all, you know, air it out so the public can see that we can, as brothers or whatever, right? Talk about it, you know. But I don't think it's gonna go down like this. I really don't. Let them on though. But if it get out, Shawshank, you know, you got the mute.
That would, you know, that would a link right there.
That would a link, bro.
Everybody's welcome on our platform. We're not biased, or
right. Really, you agree with us on that,
or afraid with any. Wait, let me just say it. We're not biased or afraid of no one.
No damn body. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, man.
And yes.
Yeah. So go ahead, brother. You want to show the picture? Let everybody see this damn picture, man. This is a damn shame.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Yeah, Shalom.
Because you know,
let them see the picture.
I'm alive.
Shalom. Hold on. You want to show this damn picture?
All right.
Because you know, it doesn't matter who was on the count. You know, I personally,
hold
believe
you just said it was me or Hakah or me and Hakah on the account. Now it doesn't matter.
No, listen. What does it matter? You got wasn't you? Okay, wait a second.
I have nothing to do with that account. Hakah has nothing to do with that account. So don't be a false witness.
Let me answer, brother. Let me answer. You guys were doing that shit with GMS back in the day, right? It doesn't matter who was on the account. It doesn't matter who was on the account. You guys were doing. It was you guys all in cahoots doing the same thing. This
doing
account
what?
right
what
here.
Were we doing?
Listen,
what were we doing? You said doing the same thing. I don't understand what you're talking about.
Alazar, listen. This picture right here. I don't know if you guys can see this. This picture right here. Actually, let me blow it up, man. Let me blow it up. Okay, this picture right here was taken by Hakah back in 2016. Back in 2016, when we were coming from the Passover. I know this because Yatop showed me this, Alazar. And guess what? Back last year,
say Hakah didn't take that picture. I never said Hakah didn't take that picture.
It doesn't. But here's the point.
You said that account. You said that account.
Alazar, listen though.
So
listen.
I'm not responsible for that account. So do not say that. Like you have a shred of evidence.
But guess what? But Alazar, watch this though. Right? Watch this though. Here, you're not responsible for this account, although Hakah sent you this photo, right? Whether it be you, Hakah, or Hassad, because I'm believing this might be Hassad, but it don't even matter. Because you're all in cahoots anyways.
Hassad, did you make that account?
No.
All right, okay, so it wasn't Hassad.
Okay, well, Alazar, watch this, brother. Watch this, though. It doesn't matter. You're all in cahoots, because watch this, though. Why are you friending this account? Why are you the first
that account added me on Facebook? Yes, but I'm not responsible for it. I didn't make it. I didn't create it.
Okay. Oh, it doesn't matter if you create it or not.
I've got businesses. I've got a camp to run. I'm not making fake pages of anybody ever doing anything, brother. I'm not doing that. I don't
that's cool that you're not doing it.
But
guess what? You know that this picture is here, and you're sitting up here. You're sitting up here, the first friend on this picture. on this
Okay.
phone. I mean, of all guys. I mean, of all guys,
listen, I understand that, brother. What I'm saying is, I never said I wasn't friends with this account. I said I didn't create the account, brother. That's what I said.
Look, it doesn't. But here's the point.
Let's try to break some ground here, because obviously I think we all can agree that's a effed up thing. I mean, that's we can talk about white boys, Hispanics, all that. We can deal with the doctrine, black boys. We can deal with doctrine, but that something like that, that's not good, man. Now he say he didn't do it. Now what he's saying is that you was the first one to friend it, but he said it got added on. It is what it is. That's something. Hopefully now y'all can talk about it. But I think I hope that Gorilla he will agree that type of behavior, man, is not good in Israel when it comes to shaming somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? We could go over doctrine all we want, but to put something up there like that is not good. Now the brother, you made a charge. Now now he got to answer this. He's coming here like a man and answering it. Now one thing I will say, you said that you wrote to him talking about it, and you said, how old is that pic?
That's going back 2016.
Yeah, so he said,
Yeah, and you're misrepresenting things about the picture. You speaking with presumption. You haven't asked any questions. You haven't gone through any proper channels on truly dealing with that. You came to somebody with false assumptions, which is me, with a long text message when you should have hit Deacon up. What you don't understand is, and what I've already talked to you actually about this issue, dealing with that picture. Now that picture, I don't co-sign that picture. I damn sure wouldn't have took the goddamn picture. All right, so it's not like somebody just took it and that's okay, and no one said anything to them about it. Here's the thing though, right? That picture, that picture, nobody left that picture or kept it on their phone for years, right? What happened is it was in some damn cloud storage, on an automatic cloud storage, or not Deacon or myself had, that somebody else had, and that's why they got sent out that night. Now, I don't co-sign that picture, and you don't know what conversation was had about that picture because you were not in the camp at that time. So you don't know what happened, but you coming to me about a problem that you have with somebody is not part. You go to that individual and you texting me in a nature as if you're trying to insinuate a physical threat. I do not respond to any physical threats. We're men of the Bible. We deal with the Bible. As soon as a nigga start talking like he's gonna get carnal, I'm not responding to that because now we're taking it somewhere totally different and it's gonna be handled totally different. So I don't entertain that. So when you text me two paragraphs in a rage, I'm not dealing with that whole vibration, brother. That's not what I'm dealing with.
Yeah, and that's all good that you say that, Alazar, but you're already aware of this picture.
Yes, and nobody was harbored, nobody harbored the picture. Nobody harbored the picture.
Give him a second, bro, just to respond back. Just give him,
yes, bro. No, you said that you don't co-sign the picture, right?
Okay, there we have it.
So, Alazar, you said that you didn't co-sign the picture. Whether he comes on or not, I don't care.
Okay, I
had the back button actually. Go ahead.
Okay, right, go ahead. You said that you didn't co-sign the picture, right? Now, okay, you can say, "Oh, I was just added on there, right?" Okay, we can play that game, right? You said that you didn't co-sign the picture, right?
I don't.
You don't? Okay, that's good. Okay, that's good. Then why, if you don't co-sign, didn't co-sign?
Why did I laugh at it? Why did I laugh at it? Is that what you're asking?
Why would you? Yeah. Why are you sitting up here laughing at it? That's called co-sign.
Because okay, I'll explain. Because when you get on the internet and do the weird shit that you're doing towards myself and my camp and that energy, when humiliating things come out about you, I find it funny because I feel like you're eating exactly what you deserve because of the slander and the misrepresentation and the bullshit that you're getting on the internet talking about my camp and myself personally.
Okay, watch this though, Alazar.
That's why.
All of those times from last year, right? You're talking about slander and all this other silly shit, right? You're the same guy that was sitting up here smiling in my face and acting like everything was cool. Here it is. I had more than two witnesses that told me that before you came up here.
Who are the witnesses?
I don't need to know. What do you mean? Where's the witness?
Qanath. How he gonna sit here and tell me he got two witnesses and
watch
won't name
this.
the two witnesses? I
Alazar.
call bullshit.
Alazar, are you calling bullshit? Okay, I know you're calling.
I need the witnesses.
Okay, Ikaron's a witness. How about that?
A witness of what?
Oh my God! So are we playing semantics? A witness of
me asking you for clarification on what was witnessed is not semantical. I need clarification on what was
talking down on me and telling people not to deal with me, and I'm bugged out.
Who did I tell?
That was one of the. When did you say
tell
that?
Ikaron. Okay. Ikaron. Who's the other witness?
Ikaron, and I'm just tell you straight up because he's a witness, but he ain't gonna come out as a witness.
I mean, just tell me who it is.
It's a guy in your own camp, and that's
okay.
Who? Bro.
Hey, let me say this real quick, bro. Let me say this. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna tell you something. Be honest with you. I'm not trying to sound like Johnny Badass or nothing like that, but I am kind of bad, bro. With this situation, I'll tell who the nigga is. I'm gonna keep it real with you. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta agree with the brother. You said you got two witnesses. I just go ahead. Look, man, and then he could deal with the brother in his camp accordingly. You know, or bring his ass up here with him. You know, if he told you what he said, man, just go ahead and bring it out because this will be at right now. We here right now.
Yeah,
we here.
It's like this, right?
You said what's the other name you said out?
The other guy that you said was a cause, man. Now he didn't
Akaz is not in my camp, and that's another thing. You said that you got somebody in Sicarii posting guns on Facebook. He been kicked out of Sicarii. So again, you're going around saying Sicarii are crack babies who are posting guns on the internet. No, we're not, because he's not in Sicarii. That's another false accusation that you're laying upon the camp.
Really?
You need to do research, and you need to understand things like the Bible say. Understand first, then rebuke. You saying Akaz been kicked out of Sicarii?
So that's
just a fact.
That's
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All praises that you said that, man. All praises that you said that. But you said that he's kicked out of your camp, right?
Yes, he is kicked out of my camp.
Kicked out of your camp, but he's still a witness. Okay.
Oh no, he can still be a witness to that. And I asked him about that and asked him what I said when I said, because there could be a chance that maybe I did say something like that, even if I don't recollect. But if two people could recall the same time that I said something like that, like the scriptures say, in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, let all things be established. So if them two could say it, then guess what? I must have said it. Why would they just make it up? Now, I don't have a problem with that.
And I wanted to say this too, right? Because you're talking about slander and lies, right? What have I lied about y'all about?
You just said that I made that account. That's what you said before I got up on here. That me and Hakai made that account. That's a lie.
Okay, but Alazar, but the point is though, you can talk all that little mess about you guys. Oh, we didn't make the account. I mean, because that's what you're gonna come with. But here's the problem: that picture that you did, that picture that was taken, that you had, that
I never had that. I've never had that picture. Again,
okay, you never had that picture. You never had that picture, but you ordered your job. You ordered your job to take those pictures down. Didn't you ordered Captain to take those pictures down? Am I lying?
I ordered Captain to take what pictures down?
Those pictures that Hakai sent to him.
What?
And I don't know. Maybe he didn't send it to you. But
you mean to delete those pictures?
Huh?
To delete the picture?
Yeah.
Of course, because why the fuck are niggas having that picture? That's crazy.
Okay. Then, so you're saying that picture was on the cloud, on the memory cloud. So who else would have the picture?
Yeah, Tazama had it on an automatic memory cloud. You know, you can set your phone to automatic backup. So that's where it was.
Hey, Gorilla Hebrew.
Go ahead, bro.
Gorilla Hebrew. Yeah. In all due respect, you said at one time that picture was probably on a SoundCloud or whatever, and you don't know who had the picture. Now you just said.
No, I said I know who had it. I said I know who had it on their cloud, but nobody had it harboring, just sitting on their device. He's seen it on his automatic backup cloud, and that's when it went. That's when it went out that night. But like I said, I never had it on my phone at all. I never saved it to my device ever. I would never do something like that.
So who else would have? So I have a question to you. Who else would have it? Did you guys show that picture to somebody? I'm just trying to
Listen,
understand because
I ain't show that.
by nature,
I didn't show the picture to anybody.
No, listen before you respond. All right. My question to you is, right, if you guys didn't like, because I'm only going off of just basically taking out everything that basically eliminating everybody that I can think of who would have it, right? It would be by nature to know that if I know that there's a guy and there's a group of guys, right, that had the photo. Let's say if he didn't have it, okay, he had it. His circle, parts of his circle has it, right? Because he sent it to one guy I know for sure and another guy in your camp. All right, it's your third in command, right? I can only assume that someone
the third in command, the one that had
Sicarii would have that picture because that was a private photo, just like that video is private.
Granted, I'm not disagreeing with that, but for you to make emphatic statements about individuals participating in this and you don't know that's off. You, according to scripture, you can't do that. You at least would have to ask, or you could blanket or think. I believe.
Say something, man. We're gonna put an end to this shit real quick. Excuse me, brother. We're gonna put an end to this shit because I think we got somewhere, but now we just going down a rabbit hole. One thing we do know who had the picture on the cloud, right? Know that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We do know that. I don't know if that brother's still in your camp or not. You know.
He is, yeah.
Okay, well, if he's in your camp, then you need to deal with him. You know what I'm saying? Because that's messed up. You know what I'm saying? And I think, like you said, you agree that yourself. You know, that's just off, man. And brother, I hope that you don't go, you know, off the mountain with this, man, because I know that pissed me off a lot of people too. You know, so I just think we need to stop things like this, man. You know,
no, I'm not gonna go off.
Everybody right now at least 30 or up. You know, I'm well over 30. You know what I'm saying? But that stuff got to stop, man.
But the thing is too, we got to understand how things can get done in Israel before you start flying off the deep end and start trying to go on the internet talking about us. Rayabya, you have everybody's phone number. You know what I'm saying? If you think it's not hard for you to make a phone call and reasonably deal or make inquisition. That 2-page paragraph you sent me with all that aggression, you ain't have to do it like that. If you would have texted me, come on, what the hell is this, bro? You know what I'm saying? Come on, y'all. This behavior is not appropriate. This scripture, that script. You do something like that, bro. You actually get somewhere. Like they say, you catch more bees with honey than you will with vinegar. But brothers want to come with this all aggressive, and if you don't do this, this is gonna happen. Brothers don't respond to that. I don't deal with talk like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's something different.
Can I respond to that?
Go ahead, King.
So part of that is true what you're saying, that you know you can't respond in an aggressive manner because you could just be rah, and then what happens is you don't get nowhere. I understand that. All right. Now never mind. All right, the fact that Hakah is unreasonable in the shit, the stuff he does to everyone else. Let's forget about what issues I may have with Sicarii or whatever. All right, of what was fair and what was not fair. That's not even that is not even the issue, right? The primary issue is when you have, if I've already had multiple conversations with you, and I felt that, and from what I've spoken with you about, has been disingenuous and have not been truthful, or at least 100% truthful, all right, then it makes me not want to have a dialogue.
What have I said to you that's not true?
At the same time, I do agree that you don't go around being ultra aggressive in overreacting to certain things. I understand that, but at the same time, if I have had conversations in the past and have had reasonable conversations in the past, and things don't get solved, and I feel like it's not even what I feel. The calls or the conversations have been disingenuous, and certain lies have been spread in there, or maybe a lot. Then that's going to make somebody not want to deal with you on that type of level. Now you can respond with that.
At the end of the day, if anybody got a issue with me, and if they don't feel like I'm keeping it 100, I'm gonna just say this: even if you don't, some people are talking against the Ha Mashayach Yahawashi Council. All right, cool. Priest Kahan, who's on the Ha Mashayach Yahawashi Council, has overall a very good name amongst Israel, right? He can always be contacted. It don't matter who it is. If anybody want to bring me to council, you can call Kahan to bring me to council at any time. You see what I'm saying? Even if you don't want to deal with the whole thing or everybody, you can bring me to council with anybody can bring me to council with Priest Kahan at any time. And I'll just have to go to council and let it just be what it is.
Well, brother, let me tell you this. I think, man, we can do the thing about the council stuff, all that, man. But anybody, if that person's a brother to you, I just think it's unfortunate both of y'all had to come in this to hit it like this. But it's also, I think, it's a good thing. I just think, I think you can agree, man. What went down with that guy is this brother here is not his fault that somebody chose to be an asshole and put a picture up of him, point blank, period. And the guy in your camp that did that. So I hope you take him to counsel, man, because I don't know if this brother ever put a picture up. If he did of somebody like that, I'm sure y'all would have spoke about it. I don't know where we go from here, man. I mean, brother, I hope you feel a little bit better about the situation, man. And at least you came on and talked about the situation, and you mentioned the Ha Mashayach Yahawashi and Priest Kahan. I know Priest Kahan personally, been known him for years personally. And he's a good guy. But overall about the Ha Mashayach Yahawashi, like I said, people talk about it. I disagree with it. Not everybody there, there's certain things, certain people. Overall, I love the people there, but certain people there, I disagree with their tactics and being respected person. So hopefully, the brother, if you want that brother, if you think they should take him to counsel, then you call him up. He just said he can call Kahan and take him to counsel. If you think it's the same thing you're going to get right here, what you get now, then to me, it's like it's doing nothing. So I mean, you can say what you want to say, man. And then
but yeah, no, I mean, there's no point of having a council for this situation, because it's like there's no, like, at this point it's like, what's there to counsel about? I've already been to a council enough, so it's like, it doesn't really matter.
Ray, can I ask you one question?
Yeah, you're more than welcome to.
What do you want from me, or what do you want from us?
Bro, look, it's not about what I want from you. I don't want nothing from you. I'm just seeing, if I'm seeing some certain things that is going on that's wicked, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to call it out. That's just what's going to happen.
What are we doing that's wicked?
What do you mean? Okay, what are you doing that's wicked? I mean, you guys, I mean, you know what? I'm not even going to say it for the sake of the brother. I'm not even going to bring it up. All right. I mean, but it's just the things, it's just the hypocrisy that you have displayed over the past year or two, man.
What have I done that's hypocritical?
I mean, it's been multiple things that you've done that's hypocritical. Name one, man.
I'm asking you to name one.
I mean, but it's like this. I've already brought these things out in video, man.
And you and I have had private conversations about these things, and I've answered them and I've explained them. So for you to have a conversation with me, right? Like that one night we was arguing on live, and then we got on the phone, me, you, and Yazar, and at the end of that, we seemed to have resolution. We seem to understand each other, whether we agree with each other, right? But then you turn around and get back on the internet and talk about me. To me, that makes me feel like you're disingenuous. You understand what I'm saying? Because if we get on the phone and we have a conversation, at the end of the conversation, we get off the phone, cool. And then I turn around 2-3 weeks, a month later, and you're back on the internet talking about me. It's like, bro, we just was on the phone.
That's where the problem comes in. And it's like, man, because I don't, it's like this, man. That, if you're talking about that situation right there, that's a whole nother situation that, for the sake of the situation itself and the brother itself, I'm just going to say it's like this, right? In that conversation that we had that you're referencing, I thought there was a resolution too.
But also we talked about different things too. We didn't just talk about that issue. It was different things too that we talked about.
Days later and weeks later, I found out that was a disingenuous conversation, and he wasn't truthful.
There was nothing untruthful. There was nothing untruthful that I said in that whole conversation. Now, if you're gonna say that a piece of information that I said was untrue, That's only because that's how it was related to me. I didn't say anything untrue. I only spoke as to what was given to me. So if somebody told me something that was wrong and I told it to you, I didn't lie. Whoever told me to lie, lied. And I'm just reiterating what I was told. So that wasn't disingenuous. But that was not the only thing that we talked about on that phone. We talked about a lot of different issues.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did. But there was but outside of that, outside of those things that we were speaking on, right? We can come into a agreement about what was going on with the camp. That doesn't even really matter to me. That wasn't even that whole conversation didn't even matter to me. Now you talking
look,
about all the little things.
let me interrupt. Let me interrupt because I think the conversation we have now, y'all can have that behind, on the phone or face to face. I think the pot, the top been put back on the pot. It's not boiling over no more. So maybe y'all can move forward. I would say this to you though, brother. I hope Sicarii deal with that the guy in his camp that put that shit out. I hope now that y'all can stop going back and forth because I've been watching with the stuff, not really dealing with scriptures, with some crazy stuff. And now you got the opportunity, King. I'm gonna be honest with you. You got the opportunity right now in front of a whole lot of people, because a lot of people watch the channel for whatever reason, to say whatever you gotta say to him. He's right here, and he say whatever you gotta say it. He say, what did I do? If you want to say it, say it. If not, if you want to do it, y'all take it on the phone conversation, and you do it that way too. Because now it shouldn't be no more videos y'all going back and forth. I think both of y'all agree to that then, right? Should be no more videos going back and forth. Shit.
Well, it's like this. I already stopped making Sicarii videos going back last month because everything that they brought out in that video, I already predicted what was going to happen. So I was already done with it. I just responded to a cause, and from what I thought or what I had information of, I thought he was a Sicarii member. And a guy sitting up here posting a gun on on Facebook. It doesn't matter what group you're from. Anybody would have the right to rebuke a guy like that out in the open. Now, I didn't even sit up here and do a video. He did a video, and he wanted to get me on. That's what was going on. Now, it's just, to me, it's just ironic that whole little situation with this little account with my sister's name. And it's just, I'm just saying, because if I'm looking at it from my standpoint and I can go back, because I have the photos saved on this phone, this iPhone, of you in a car, all right, taking a picture of my sister, right, and flaunting it all out to Israel. Most of Israel don't even know who that is. And then I see this going on with my picture of what Ka had of me and of what my sister's name in there. All it's going to do is going to point to the people that make sense, that it makes sense that did this, man.
I don't disagree. I think that's logical deduction, but you got to ask, what I'm saying, before you say emphatically. But I certainly don't disagree with your reasoning there. It came to a reasonable conclusion, certainly.
Okay. Now, all in all, with the situation with that situation that we were just speaking on a second ago, just for the sake of the brother, we just leave it alone. All right. Now,
all right, there we have it, man. There we have it, brother. Y'all can talk. I got one question for Sicarii without having to go on no doctor or anything. I do have a question for him. But bro, you want to say anything in closing?
Who, me?
No, I'm talking to the other brother. You want to say anything in closing? I just want to ask you a question. And if I do anything, we have to go over no scripture. I do want to ask you something. But go ahead. Can you say something in closing?
Who, me?
Brother Gad, you can say something in closing.
Yeah, no. The whole point is, man, if Israel, whoever did it, doesn't, if it's somebody in Sicarii, if it's anywhere, right? Leave people's family members up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Of any discrepancy or beef or whatever, because all that's going to cause is some not foolish, mischievous nonsense that's going to end up, in a whole place that we don't want to go. None of us want to go. None of us as a nation want to have a stigma put on, right? And at the end of the day, we all have to, of course, love our brothers and sisters and whatnot. And we got to stick to the scriptures and whatnot, So that's just how that's just what I'm gonna say.
All right, brother. Thanks for coming on. Like I say, we don't bring nobody on to try to rag nobody, man. But we will speak how we feel, and some people may take it the wrong way and they just listen to what we're saying. We want to kind of ruffle the feathers a little bit, man, so we could start dialoguing like this, and this type of stuff will stop. So hey, thanks for coming on. I just want to ask you a few questions. Really Hebrew. How can I put this? I asked somebody in your camp yesterday and I think today, right? Because just like with IsraelitesColossians, they always tell us, well, why don't you talk to that person, talk to that person, talk to that person, or why don't you call on their show, blah 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 blah. I'm glad you called in, on this situation. I had spoken to I think his name I just know Deacon, right? He came on our platform a while back. We was on Facebook, and we had a discourse. Got a little heated, but we had a discourse. I'm cool with that. I saw a video the other day, and like I said, we could deal with 1,000 doctrines, but everybody know what I've been on lately, right? And now here go another fish in the pot. I want to know, and if you could say yay or nay, you have to go through the doctrine you don't want to. Do you guys believe that Eskimos are Israelites, and who aren't Israelites? Because now it seems like everybody, to me, it seemed like everybody could be an Israelite.
Everybody and their mom.
Seems like everybody could be Israelite. I just want to know. And then if you don't want to answer, man, you don't have to answer. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad you came on. Do you believe Eskimos are Israelites, and who's not an Israelite?
Well, of course I do. The brother that you let on, this brother Rayabya is Eskimo. His lineage is Eskimo.
I heard about that. I heard.
So yeah, certainly. Who's not an Israelite? The majority of the earth, but Israel has been scattered throughout all the world. So Israel is not limited to a phenotype and that ideology that there's a homogeneous nation that's been scattered throughout the earth is not biological, scientifically, or historically even relatively sound, quite frankly. So, I mean, that's my answer.
Who do you got a question?
You know what? I do have a question, bro. Dealing with second Ezra, right? Because that's what the source starts at second Ezra, right? That's where it starts at, second Ezra. Now, you guys say they came over here to the Americas, right? Where no man never dwelt, right? No man dwelt in the Caribbean islands, South America, North America, Central America. You guys say no man never dwelt, right? So my question is now, right? These Mongolo Indians in Central America, right? With the plates in their lips. What tribe they come from? What tribe do they come from?
They're not
because you guys keep, no man dwelt in the Caribbean.
Let him finish the statement. Let him finish the statement. Then you can answer, brother. I'm gonna keep it fair. Let him go ahead. Let him finish the statement.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, gorilla people.
Oh yeah, well they're not Mongoloids, so you using that is false, actually, at all. They'll be Israelites though, but they're not Mongoloid. That's not an anthropological fact about those people.
Let me back on just for a second, bro.
You telling me that these people with these plates in their lips in Central America are Israelites?
They're not.
You can tell me in front of thousands of people right now on this line tonight that these damn people are our people.
Yehuda, I've actually. Can I respond to what you said?
Hold on. Go ahead. Answer.
Thank you, brother. So I've actually, in front of 1,000 people, presented biblical, scriptural, and archaeological proof substantiating this. And after I did it, I challenged everyone who disagreed with it to point for point respond to it. So I'm not going to address foolishness until somebody can actually articulately respond to the things that I've put out there, do this biblical and scientific and historical research, until you can point for point lay a viable antithesis against it. I'm going to stand on that 1,000%.
Man, listen, man,
Okay.
don't come up here and give me this white boy talk about
come on.
prove this,
Right.
prove that.
It's not
You
white
teach,
boy talk.
you
Articulate.
teach that
How you
all
gonna
the
tell me how to
Americans
articulate
that
how
no
you
man
want to?
never talk. But you gonna come up here and tell me
Just because
that
you're
these
silly,
now he's
just
our people? Man, get
just
your
Okay,
because
ass
let me
out of here, man.
interject.
That's that white side coming out of you right now.
Hold on,
We know
hold on, let me
we know
interject.
you know
You don't know
whoop for 9 damn months.
science. You don't
Get the
know
hell out of here with that, man.
All right, hold on. Hold
Let
on.
me interject, both of you, please. Let me interject.
Get the hell out of here with that.
Brother Hebrew, you know how you know my stance. Hold on, you.
Come on with these big ass words.
Yehuda, hold on. Yehuda, hold up.
Hold on, man. Calm down.
All right, let me say this. You already know my stance. So thanks for listening.
Talk
you know my stance.
You gotta keep order. Keep order.
Right.
Go ahead, Qanath.
Yehuda, you know, Gorilla Hebrew, you know my stance on it. And I actually heard your arguments, you know, because I used to stand on the same doctrine. And I'm not going to say all of it is wrong, but I would say this. I think you can agree that I want to have a good build too. I think you can agree that there's more than one so-called Indian, right? Just like we would say there's 12 different tribes of Israel. I think you can agree that there's more than one type of Indian in the northern and North and South America. Even though you don't want to deal with phenotype, all Indians don't look the same. You understand? So just like you could say, we say Northern Kingdom or Puerto Rican look different from somebody from Mexico or from Uruguay. You understand? So when we look at people from the west coast of South America, right? And that's what people say a lot of the Mongoloid people are on that side, which we call Indians, and you look at the tribes and so on and so forth.
Exactly.
So can you agree to this point so we could probably have a bill that all the Indians are not the same? All Indians are not the same. You have different races also, because they have different tribes too. You know this as well.
They have different tribes, but overall they're the same. As somebody who studied anthropology of particularly the North American Indian at a collegiate level, I know scientifically there's not this huge difference. And if you're just going off of, oh, well, these people look more Mongoloid than these people, that's not scientific. That's just utter ignorance, quite frankly. Because I can show you two kids by the same daddy and same mama that don't look nothing the same, but people be like, oh, y'all ain't brothers. That's honestly stupidity. There's nothing sound about this reasoning that our people be employing in these instances. So again, I studied this at a collegiate level and I know the facts about this. So I know, no, there's not multiple, there's not some that's Mongoloid and some that's not Mongoloid. None of the people in North Central and South America are Mongoloid. None of the people in North Central and South America have the epicanthic fold. So they're not Mongoloids.
Okay, let me say this. Sometimes people, because you said stupidity, so I got to fire back at you a little bit. Because some people, you say you started on a collegiate level. Some people collegiate level could be preschool, right? Because I don't know how far you went with your collegiate level. You understand? So I had to do the shot back because you said it's stupidity. You know, essence saying what I'm saying is stupid. But I fall back. I'll go forward and say this. When we dealing with the science, right? And my brother Yehuda, he's an artist and he's studied on a collegiate level, right? Where he know how to paint different people, right? So if I tell you to paint a Chinese man, a Japanese man, an Arab man, a black man, right? So on and so forth, right? You will know the bone structure, the size of the nose, the lips, right? And then when we go into science level, right? So when you look at the two sisters, the two black, what's the two, Tamir and Tamara, right? You look at them, they have a white father and a black mom, but they still look Negro. Blake Griffin still look Negro, right? Lenny Kravitz still look Negro. Bob Marley still look Negro, right? So when we say the white man came, when we say the white man came to the Americas, right, and had sex with the Indians, and we say back then, a lot of people say, I don't know how the doctor changed now, but they were black, right? And now they look that way because of the white people. Well, if they look that way, wouldn't they look more like them? These people look totally different with the eye. And we can go on the science level with the blood, right? With the bone structure, right? The shape of the skull, right? We could go with the length of the legs. And hold on. I'm almost done. And we can also go with how the flesh fits on the body. you know, how a black woman behind is built, right? How the black man is built. So we can deal with the anatomy on that level too, right?
Exactly.
So I turn to so when the science level, you know, you can't say all of them the same. You just can't say that when you look at that. But I give you the floor. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I mean, in sub-Saharan, there's not a phenotype that exists that isn't present in sub-Saharan Africa. So if that's the case, now we have a much larger problem because every phenotype comes from sub-Saharan Africa. So to say that they have a phenotypic difference, yet everyone in Africa have phenotypic differences, yet they share a common origin. I mean, quite frankly, that's why I say it's not scientifically sound. We actually examine this empirically, scientifically. I mean, it's just not gonna come back right.
Well, what's the answer to the people I just named? How come they still look Negroid, right? When you look at that aspect of it, and then other people don't look.
When you use the term Negro, you're now dealing in terms of white supremacist pseudoscience. So I don't even
you know what he's saying, man. Stop playing.
No, I'm not playing.
That's semantics, though.
Semantics, man. You know what he's saying.
No, it's not. We're not talking semantics. We're talking science. Negroid is a concept that was invented by German white boys who were propagating white supremacy. That whole concept. So I reject the concept. There's mutant and there's not. Here's
I'm reading to see why you even deal with it. You're not even Negroid.
Here's what scientifically sound. Here's what scientifically sound. Mutant and non-mutant. Right? Mutant and non-mutant. Who is the mutant? The damn albino white man and the damn mongoloid. That is the mutants. They are evidently mutant, right? Epicanthic fold, total melanin deficiency, things of that nature. Those are mutations. Those are mutant. All other people of the earth are original.
But let me say this, brother. I'm gonna let you in, Eleazar and Yehuda. When you say albino, I think that's kind of put a heavy foot in your mouth, because when you look at a so-called black man, and I didn't want to go into the etymology of the word Negro, right? We're not doing the etymology of the word Negro, where it come from, who created, so on and so forth, right? We're just dealing with when somebody for the application, they put African American, so on and so forth. We know, right, overall, right, what's common practice and common thought, and when people say common out their mouth. So when I said Negro, I think you know what I was talking about. So when you say albino, right? When you mention albino, when you see a white albino from a white person, white woman, they look like they still albino, but we know that's a white person. When we look at a Negro, right, regardless of the word from albino, they still look Negro albino. So back to the original question again. When we look at Tamir and her sister, and we look at Lenny and the rest of them, hold on, I didn't cut you off. I didn't cut you off. I'm gonna let you speak. I'm gonna let you speak.
Hold on, but you're reiterating something, brother. You reiterate something you ain't got to reiterate. I'm responding. You did not understand what I was saying, right? The albinoid race of people is different from a Negro albino or anything else albino. That's different. That's separate scientifically, right? That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the albinoid race of people. That's what I'm talking about, or the so-called Caucasian, or the so-called European, Edomite, whatever you want to call them. That's a race of people who had that melanin deficiency due to being the mutations biologically. That's not the same as a Negro, because a Negro can be born albino, like you said. He looked like his parents. He just is damn white. You see what I'm saying? So we understand that. But I'm talking about the race of people. So that race of people that's got that albinoid race, and that race of people who suffer from mongoloidism, that's mutants. Right.
So what would you say? What would you say with this? Hold on, I gotta cut you off like you cut me off. What would you say to this question here then? Where everybody, now don't take this the wrong way, everybody look like you, right? Would they be albino?
No, because I have melanin.
Okay. Eleazar, Yehuda, thanks for coming on, man. Hopefully one day we can have a dialogue on this behind the scene or in front of the scene. You know what I'm saying? Because I could really go in. I'm sure you can too. But I do have other people on side. If you're willing to give them a couple of questions, we can keep it respectful. You know, at least you had the balls to come on here. So go ahead, Eleazar or Yehuda, one of y'all go.
Let the brother.
I'm just trying to figure out how these people that they say that these Aztecs are people in the scripture, and Second Ezra 13:40, and it says they went to a place where no man dwelt. When we look in the blue letter, since we dealing with etymology, since we dealing with the blue letter, and it says that they went to a place where no man dwelt. That means no man encampeth, no man liveth, no man step foot. So they say they came here,
There's no
but the
blue
old
letter
mess
on
was
2nd
already
Ezra
here.
13.
So,
There's no such thing as the blue letter on
bro,
2nd
we
Ezra
gotta
13.
keep it
But
respectful.
you gotta let
We
him
gotta
finish
keep
though.
it
You gotta
No,
let
respectful.
him
but
finish.
you're making
You gotta let him
something
finish
up
though,
though.
brother. You gotta let
Bro,
him
we gotta
finish.
keep it respectful, bro.
But you just
I
made
didn't.
something up though. You can't
It
look at the
doesn't
blue
matter.
letter on 2nd Ezra
Once he's finished,
13.
you get to say something. You can't interrupt him while he's, come on. You know how you got your own show. You know how I roll. You know how I operate.
Salakia, then my fault. But I'm just saying, ain't no blue letter on 2nd Ezra 13.
Okay.
No, like I was saying, bro, I didn't interrupt you. So you always talking about how you keep the peace and you about order, then keep that order, then be an example for that, homie. Because all I seen you doing is cutting people off when you getting cut. You trying to backpedal. Ain't nobody backpedaling. Let me finish. Second Ezra in 40, it says the word dwelt. Y'all say that the 10 tribes came there. If these people are part of the 10 tribes of Israel, then the scripture contradicts itself, because the scripture says that they went to a place that no man dwelt. But when they got here, it was people already here. So
Exactly.
how does that make sense? You saying that these people are part of the 12 tribes, and y'all use 2nd Ezra 13 and 40 to say they Israelites when they got here. It's supposed to be nobody here. They're supposed to be in land where nobody set foot. But we already had people living here. So how is that possible? That's just my question. How is that possible?
Okay, can you first admit that there's no blue letter on 2nd Ezra 13?
There actually is, because I found it. It is when you go to the Blue Letter Concordance on the internet and you look it up, it'll tell you. Sham, can you? In one of y'all
Show me
near
the
a
blue
letter
letter on
type to look
2nd
it
Ezra
up.
13.
How can I
need
show
to see
you?
the blue
But
letter
you
on
want me
2nd
to
Ezra
show you
13.
right now? You want me to show you right now?
Yeah,
Oh, you
I
got it.
do, because I've never seen that. I don't think that exists.
Yeah, I got it. Hey, matter of fact, I'll post it in the group, because I think I Snapchatted it in my thing, but I have to
Hey,
come
look,
back in.
I'd rather you deal with the question though. He said people was already here, so if you could go ahead and answer that.
I mean, he made an initial claim. I'll deal with that in a second. I call a bluff on that initial claim. Yeah, because
While he's getting that, let me make a statement too.
It only have Old Testament and New Testament.
When we talk about 2nd Esdras, right? And I deal with reading and comprehension, right? And when we read 2nd Esdras, I think we missed the reading and comprehension on it, right? And we let stuff bypass. The word ships were never used, right? And it say go through a further land, right? And I've actually seen people talk about the ocean was split, right? And nobody actually give a time and date that the Northern Kingdom came over here. And when you start doing time and dates, you'll see Israel, right, was still, I believe in captivity. If I'm not mistaken, you usually pick it up. They were still there, right? So, and you can see Christ actually preach to Yahawashi preach to the 10 tribes when you read the gospel, right? So, and when you look at what's the guy named Baruch?
So where did they go?
So what tribe was Baruch?
Hold on a second, Eliezer. If you can jump out and post it to me, I'll share it on the screen in the chat, because I can't find it.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Right,
Baruch was Northern Kingdom. He's from the tribe of Nephtali. You understand? So I'm sorry. But no, I was making a statement. I'm not answering your question. I'm making a statement because I want to see y'all go ahead and build back and forth, because I'd rather deal with you on a higher level, man. We can sit down in front of on the stage and deal with it. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, when you look at it, when you read the description, we deal with reading and comprehension. Obviously, they didn't take no damn ships, right? When you look at 2nd Ezra chapter 13, verse 47, right? It says the highest stayed the streams and the springs, right? And we know that's the narrow passage of the river. So we know what happened. He went through the narrow passage of the river, not no damn ships, right? And you look at it just don't make sense. And you'll see, I forgot the name of the king. He ruled from Ethiopia all the way to India.
Xerxes.
And the tribes were still there. Over 120 some provinces he ruled.
And the vessels that they had available at that time was not vessels of for large fleets. They was galley ships. And at the time they had a civil war, they was going to war, and was using them. And the three vessels we proved from multiple sources were small what you would call like fishing vessels for 2 or 4 people. There's nowhere in the hell.
And this is a bill. This is not a debate. This is a bill. This is not a debate. So we're not trying. This is a bill. You know what I'm saying? So, but I do want to see, brother. You say gonna bring back the evidence. If we bring back the evidence, you gotta apologize.
We're not gonna try to disguise it. We're not just gonna try to disguise it as a bill, because now went from me asking questions to now you saying stuff. Now Sham saying stuff. Now it just went somewhere different. It say they passed over every time in the Bible.
I was making a statement.
Listen, and I'm gonna make a statement.
That's what I said. Did I not say that?
Every time in the Bible it said they passed over, it was on a vessel. There's never a time where it said they passed over the waters and it was through any other mechanism than by a boat, right? Read.
Brother, they use the word ships. When they use the word ship, they use the word ships.
Listen to the Bible. Read.
Hold on.
6:3.
Hold on, wait. Hold on, wait. Hold on.
No.
Hold on, I gotta show this. I gotta show the screenshot.
When they have passed over, they came into the
Brother, I said I gotta show the screenshot. I'm gonna show the screenshot, then you can read the scripture after I show the screenshot. Okay, our platform, our rules. So I'll
get it, Sham?
Yeah, I got it. I'm about to show it for you. Then they can read that scripture. We'll deal with that. All right, that go right there. That's what you was talking about. Let me see, can I zoom in a minute?
Yeah, where does it say 2nd Ezra 13 at? It don't say nothing about 2nd Ezra 13 right there. That was my point. He went to one Hebrew word for dwell. That ain't got nothing to do with 2nd Ezra 13. That's fake.
So they gonna put one word in there that don't mean nothing in the Bible. That doesn't mean nothing that you can't look up. That doesn't even make any sense. That don't even make any sense, Eleazar. They gonna put a word in there you can't look up. That don't even make any sense. That's why they got it in there.
What's it? Let me ask you a question. What language was 2nd Ezra written in? Was it written in Hebrew?
Listen, I'm not dealing with that. I'm not dealing with that. You trying to pull some old slick? Oh, do you know this? Do you know that? I just pulled it up. I proved it.
You went to the Hebrew word for dwell, and you
proved it. I went to the blue letter. I proved it.
That existed in 2nd Ezra 13. You didn't prove a goddamn thing.
I proved my point. Just like when I proved this point, they don't say nothing about no ships. You gonna try to go like the etymology? We studied it. Y'all ain't studied this, man.
And say that 2nd Ezra 13 has an entry in the blue letter. Anybody go to blueletterbible.com right now and see if you can find 2nd Ezra 13. You're a liar.
Listen, I don't need to find 2nd Ezra 13. It's in the scripture now. Now check this out. Check this out. So when did the concordance come out? Did the concordance come out after the scriptures or before the scriptures?
Can I ask you a question?
Made something up to go along with it.
Can I ask you a question? Because I talked to you previously about concordances, right? In the blue letter, the Thayer's concordance.
I don't know previously, but go ahead.
We talked about this years ago about concordances, right?
Go ahead.
So now, in the blue letter, which is the Thayer's concordance, can I find any entries in the Apocrypha in the Thayer's concordance?
Well, I looked it up. It's not there. But that word is there for dwell. But for anything dealing with Apocrypha, no, I have not found it.
That's my point. He said if you look up 2nd Ezra 13 in the blue letter, this is the word. No, you can't look up 2nd Ezra 13.
No, I did not say that. I stated if you look up the word dwell. No, I did not. Right. No, I did not. Eleazar, what I said, if you look up the word dwell in the blue letter Bible, it would say this. That's what I said it said.
No, you said 2nd Ezra 13. You said 2nd Ezra 13. Anybody can pull it up.
See, you confused, bro. What I said is y'all using 2nd Ezra 13, but when you look up the word dwell, I didn't say you look up the word dwell in the concordance, but I said when you look up the word dwell, understand my English, but when you look up the word dwell, it's gonna give you the meaning of the word, which means no man in camp. So if I'm looking up a meaning in there, where am I find it? So tell me where I need to find that at then. Tell me where I need to find it. If that's the case, I tell you what, if that's the case, if you feel like that's a bluff, we'll do it like this. Deuteronomy 28 and 60. Like I said, what diseases do do they fit? And you know, I asked you this question before, and you don't know the answer.
Were the diseases?
What diseases was they afraid of before Moses got there and saved them?
What are the diseases of ancient Egypt?
Everybody knows that a disease through the scripture is boil. So show me the scripture where it tells you the diseases that they was dealing with.
What are the diseases of ancient Egypt? What are the plagues of ancient Egypt? What are the diseases?
What you mean? Don't try to throw it out there like you know you don't know. So tell me the scripture. So I'm asking you. Now watch, Qanath Sham. I'm asking him a question. Deuteronomy 28 and 60. Tell me what scripture where it says. Show me the scripture where it says the diseases and plagues. Tell me what scripture, at least what book I can find that they was afraid of before Moses came to get them.
I just asked you.
Exactly.
Okay, so tell me.
You can't. No, I ain't gonna tell you. You supposed to know, but you saying these people are Israelites, so you supposed to know the answer.
Me a question, and I can ask you, well, what are the plagues of ancient Egypt? And you can't tell me, right?
So
that's bullshit.
You know how? Do you know how stupid that sounds? You just said you gonna ask me a question, and then I'm gonna ask you a question, asking this without even answering the question, because you can't answer the question. Just be real. You can't answer it.
What are the plagues?
Eleazar. Hold on.
Just answer it. Wait, just answer it.
Hey, Yehuda, can you read one scripture for me?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, give me Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 6.
Jeremiah 2:6.
All right, man. So all these fucking calls.
Jeremiah 2 and 6, you say?
Yeah.
All right. Jeremiah chapter 2 and verse 6. It says, neither said they, where is the Lord that brought us out of the land of Egypt, Mizraim, that led us through the wilderness, through a land of deserts and of pits, through a land of drought and of the shadow of death, through a land that no man passed through and where no man dwelt.
What's funny about
that? I mean, you understand English like I understand it, right? You understood it. You understood it. You understood it. Ain't nothing to be said. That's why I
understood it perfectly, and it doesn't help now one of y'all arguments.
That's what's funny. That's what's funny. That's what's funny. So we know what the word was.
I only read that because somebody on the comment board put it up there. Somebody put it up so I put it up there.
Yeah, here's your problem, Eleazar. Second Ezra wasn't written in Hebrew, so it doesn't have the equivalent Hebraic wording that's there in Jeremiah 2.
Which I guess that's my problem then. But regardless of the fact, Deuteronomy 28 and 6, you can't answer.
I have it right here. It's written in Aramaic.
It's written in Aramaic. Aramaic is not Hebrew. Aramaic is a language. Aramaic is a language.
Hold on, Sham.
It's the language of Hebrew. It is Hebrew.
But hold on, you know what language they were speaking, right? When they came out of Assyria, right?
They were speaking Aramaic. They're speaking Aramaic.
Okay.
So, but that's the point. Every word in Hebrew and Aramaic is not the same. That's why I'm saying it wasn't written in Hebrew.
I won't disagree with you on that. I agree with what you're saying, but
Shaw, that's my point. That's my point.
Right, but what you said, it wasn't written in Hebrew. It's written in Aramaic. It is. It's written in Aramaic, brother. It's written. It was written.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said it is written in Aramaic. That's my point.
Okay.
So that's why what he's doing is not. It's not the same because it's written in Aramaic. That's my point.
But he got the Hebrew. I mean, he got the Apocrypha in Aramaic.
Which is great. That's what I say. He got it. It's in Aramaic. That's what I'm saying.
The only thing about it is the second address is not in it. It's not in the Greek or it's not in the Hebrew. They won't put it in there. For some reason, they won't put it in there. So I haven't. I'll tell the truth on that. First address is in it, but second address is not.
Yeah, you know, for very real, like you said, man, it's for various reasons. But you know, we can only look but so much into it for real.
Well, my thing is, no, we can look a hell of a lot into a whole lot of shit. But my thing is this: at the end of the day, I'm glad you came on. Hopefully more people come on, and hopefully we can have wait a minute, and then I'll let you get it out. We can have even a better dialogue. We can actually set up something. You know, if you decide, I can't deal with the other guy because he's disrespectful. You know, you came on a little more respectful. So I'll give you that. You know, even though we didn't go into a lot of stuff I wanted to go in on. You know, everybody know I love going to that Hosea chapter 7 verse 8 aspect, that Jeremiah. You know, so a lot of stuff, even second Esdras. You know, I think everybody teetered around it, and I would say this: you didn't come on here for that. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't go into which I'm pretty sure people try to trap you up on is what's the second and third generation, because some people say, and I when you read Leviticus 21, some people say, well, how could he be a priest if his mother was white? You know what I'm saying? And Leviticus 21 say you don't, you know, but that's another topic, man. I thank you for coming on. You go ahead and say something. Anybody want to ask more questions? Because DC came on.
Yeah, I didn't want to say this, man. Before I go, I want to say the water to Qanath. I want to say the water to Sharshan for allowing me on the platform. I knew that, or I had a feeling that if ever somebody was making any statements about me, that I knew that y'all would let me come up on. I told them, as I said, if anybody talking about me, I'm gonna go on there. I know these brothers are gonna allow me to defend myself if ever I had to, you know what I mean? So I just want to extend the water to y'all, and I appreciate that.
All right, hey, so Gorilla Hebrew, before you leave, why you unfriend me though? Because I switched doctrines. I just gotta ask you, since we right here, I want to know. And I was like, oh yeah, damn, my man, he straight cut me off.
You did. I'm glad you brought that up. He did me too.
I was like, I mean,
hey, listen, man. I believe everybody now.
I ain't mad at you. You feel me?
I believe everybody. It was just a lot of stuff going on, so I said, man, I just don't. It's too much going on social media. If I didn't need it to promote what we got going on, I just wouldn't be on. It's too much. So anytime I see madness going on, I just delete, man. I just delete y'all.
I feel you. I can respect your feeling on that. It's not mad to me. It's true. You know, at the end of the day, people gotta say this.
When I say madness, is the controversy. All the million comments on a post, and that's what I mean by the madness. Everything is going on. It's just this stuff be overwhelming to me sometimes.
Sometimes you ask for it.
Well, that's true, but it ain't me, so I don't want to see it. I'm just getting rid of it.
I mean, to me, I just look at it as all being high school. You feel what I'm saying? Unfriend people, send them friend requests. To me, it's all high school. How I look at it, if you go that far, if you that mad about my opinion and stuff like that, I don't fuck with you in real life. Excuse my language. You feel what I'm saying? That's just how I rock. You feel me? Because that's just childish to me. You feel me? I got a lot of people on my comments. I got a lot of people in my inbox sending me stuff, but I don't let that get to me because I know that's social media and that's childish.
And hopefully, man, we can set up someone that, you know, I probably will come on your platform, and, you know, you come on here as well. Yeah. You didn't come on here as well to debate, came here to deal with another subject, and we just breeze through topics, you know, actually discuss a topic, you know, priesthood, how many priesthoods is it? What makes a priest? You know, the Mansur doctrine, when we're dealing with all that, you know, can all nations be saved? We can deal with all that, man. You know, only thing I would say was kind of offensive to me, since you're on here, I would say it, is that when the scriptures say honor your mother and your father, right? I'm against anybody that's against our nation, right? Whether your mother is, for me personally, Edomite or not, you're supposed to respect your mother. And I don't, even though I don't give a shit about white people, everybody know that. To me, that was disrespecting your mother. You came out of the womb, you know, she birthed you. You know what I'm saying? So if it wasn't for her and her father, your father, you wouldn't have life. Your ass wouldn't be here. So that's the only thing that I didn't care for. But you can say what you want to say. That's your mom. You understand? But when we teaching people, the scriptures say honor your mother and your father. You know, so I'm sure you can agree with that. But I give you the final word, brother. And anybody want to call? Anybody else want to call in? I don't know if you want to ask questions.
Elder Baruch about to come on. He about to talk about the Mongoloid Indians and stuff. So I'm gonna bring him on when somebody come off. He about to come on. You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, all right, y'all.
I hope you can admit that we are. You did say we treating you fair, man. So yeah, let me say this: Northern Kingdom, guy. The reason why we don't let you come on because you're disrespectful. right? And you got to respect, whether you agree with us or not, when you're on somebody else's platform, you have to shut down, right?
And
you have to respect
you're a damn liar too.
Right, and he's a damn liar. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even though I don't agree with everything Gorilla Hebrew say, I mean a lot. You know what I'm saying? But at least he shows some decor about himself. And like I said, hopefully we can set up something, because I know my heart want me to debate you real bad. I don't know why he want to see me pull your hair out, man. You know what I'm saying? So my heart want to see that happen so bad. He can't do it his damn self. You know what I'm saying? But you want to see me debate you.
Hey, look, just have Mahal hit me, you know, and maybe we can set up a call, three-way call, and talk about some more stuff in the next coming weeks. We getting ready to do Pesach and stuff, so I'm gonna be real busy this week, but maybe next week or with, you know, sometime this month. Just have Mahal hit me.
All
right, appreciate y'all. Shalom.
Shalom. Well, there you have it, y'all. I mean, I know everybody want a little more fire. I think we'll get it next time. I just wanted to open up a dialogue first so we can have some issues that he knows that we're going to discuss. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't hold anything back. I told him how I feel about white people. He know where his mother come from and all that. You know what I'm saying? But this is why we don't want to debate certain people, because if you're not going to come respectfully, see, we want to get them in the ring, right, where we can have a good dialogue and actually shut down the doctrine that we say is off, where everybody can see, right? This is basically like an open bill to go back and forth with what we call sparring. You understand? So
hold on, Elder Baruch. Let me make sure you're my friend too, because if you're not my friend,
so and Yehuda, you already know we was going with Second Esdras. You know,
listen, man. Listen, we just teasing them, man. They don't have a clue. They don't have a clue what's about to happen.
Nah, they don't have a clue. Yehuda and I gonna do the. You want to tell them what we got coming up next, Yehuda?
Yeah, Friday night, right? We're gonna do a breakdown of Genesis 49,
right?
And Deuteronomy, the 33rd chapter.
Come.
A correct breakdown, not no made up one West breakdown.
Right. Hey, look, my left eye blinked. That makes me Zebulon. Crazy stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right, so, exactly. It's called.
Asked some good questions when he brought up the word. He brought up albino, and I'm like, well,
hey, Qanath, Elder Baruch coming on. So he know all about the Mongoloid stuff with the
let him come on. That's what he know all about that. Let him come on.
Everybody come on. So Northern Kingdom Prophets, you definitely don't want to get online now. You're going to get crushed. I'm talking about crushed.
This Elder Baruch out of Texas, F.O.P.E.
Right.
Elder Baruch.
And he done traveled everywhere and dealt with all them natives. And he about to come on, you'll get crushed easy.
Well, me personally, I don't even want that dude to come on, because he's a nobody. I think he got 10 subscribers, and he's disrespectful. You know, he was on Tazariak show, lying, saying we kicked him off the show, right? But he forgot to tell everybody the reason why he was off, because he didn't want to show his face, because he said his hair wasn't curled or pressed or something. I don't know.
Right, exactly. You know? His hair was done.
Right.
Like a woman.
Now,
like a woman.
If you want to come on, now here we go. It's up to Shasham and Yehuda. If you want to come on and speak when spoken to and vice versa, and show your face, you know, maybe we can deal. Put the link in, and if he say anything, he's up. If he say anything,
I was waiting for Elder Baruch to come in, but all right, hold on.
All right,
this for Northern Kingdom Prophets.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you 2 minutes, all but 2 minutes.
All right, there you go. Hold on, I'm trying to get Elder Baruch to come on. Well, come in. No, he keep talking about let's deal with the curses. This guy is funny. They only want to deal with what they want to deal with.
Yep.
What did he say? Who said what?
He said, let's deal with the curses.
No, get your ass on here, and I'm gonna ask you 2 questions. You guys be 2 questions.
Don't take a long time, okay?
What I want to ask the fake Northern Kingdom, right? When did 30,000, right? 30,000 black men got with 30,000 white women and produced Mexicans? When did that happen? A Mexican phenotype. 30,000 black men from the tribe of Issachar got with 30,000 white women and produced Mexicans. When did that happen? Somebody please explain that to me.
Right. Well, here we go. Is he on?
No. Hold on.
See?
Let me repost the link. Oh, wait a minute. I'm posting hold on. I'm posting the wrong stuff.
Hey, Qanath.
Yeah.
Hey, Qanath. Who conquered who? Who conquered who? Did the white man conquer in the Western Hemisphere, or did the Native American Indians conquer? Who did the conquer?
The white man.
They did the conquering, right? So they did the planting of the seed. They did the killing and the planting of the seed.
I just posted
and the
They're the conquerors, not the black Taino Indians and the black Native Americans. The white man is the conqueror.
Right. Boy, I tell you, just like Mayweather said, boy, when you talk all that trash, but when it's time to get in the ring, it's a different game.
Yeah, bring him up here. I want him to explain to me when did 40,000 black men, right, conquer the black Indians, conquered the white man, and then took 30,000 white women and produced phenotype Mexican-looking people.
Hey, Jeremiah, I see your comment, Jeremiah. You welcome to comment, brother, and we have a peaceful dialogue. You and I, we're not debating. You know how we be getting, so.
Open a Safari page. Paste the link in your address bar.
No, you ain't got to do that. All you got to do is hit the link. Did you see you actually saw the link? Or say sing. All right. All you got to do is hit it. And when you hit it, is you using Chrome or what you going through? You need to go through Google Chrome, because if you use something else, it ain't gonna work.
Okay.
What you got, an iPhone?
Hey, let me ask y'all, man. When Really Hebrew came on, did y'all think he answered the questions? If y'all think he answered the questions, y'all think he avoided the questions, put a 1 up. If y'all think the Really Hebrew avoided the questions, put a 1 up.
And also, if y'all think that he lied about those Mongolo Indians in Central America, Hebrews, put a 1 up, please. So ain't no way.
The walls are running.
Do you have Google Chrome out?
Man, the walls are running.
And everything else I can see here, but
my thing is I was kind of puzzled because he mentioned albino, so I was like, well,
what you do is right.
What are you? He said he has melon. But what about a whole lot of these other people that we see?
Is you going
and ISPK and some of you in his own camp,
and you download
right, and they still don't even look so-called Negro, right? So I mean, there's a lot of stuff we could have went into, man. I just didn't want to be an argument because it's like it'd been like 3-on-1 and so. And
but Qanath, he said that the Mongolos in South America, right, with the plates in their lips, those plates in their lips, right? He said that they Hebrew. He said they Israelites.
Right. Hey, Jeremiah, you put a 2 up, Jeremiah. Come on in, man. Come on in. Let's chop it up a little bit. You and Yehuda chop it up.
Hold on, Elijah on here. I'm about to try to bring him in. He's trying to connect. You hear me, Qanath?
Who is?
Elijah.
You say the name right? Elijah.
You know Elijah. You know every time you say that, man.
Oh, my bad. So you know I'm getting up there. Come on, man.
Yeah.
My bad.
that's it. Let's Google Drive.
Come on in, brother. Come on in, Jeremiah.
The Lost Tribes of Israel PDF.
Yeah, you just need Google Chrome.
All praise to the Most High, man. That was good. I hope. See, when you have when brothers have a discourse, right? Hold on. Excuse me. Hold up.
Yeah, the brother Northern Kingdom Prophet said he trying to come on, but he having an issue connecting. So just bear with us. He'll be on in a minute, hopefully. He'll be
Hey,
on.
Northern Kingdom Prophet, what you got to do, man? Go to an all Negro school, because that's who be creating these things, man. I know it's kind of hard to understand how to work this stuff we be creating. Go to an all Negro school, man. That's how you learn how to make phones and satellites and all these different things, man. You know, that's that Deuteronomy 7:6, man. Don't you agree? Don't you agree, Yehuda?
I agree. Yeah, I agree 100%.
Yeah, because you need
Don't get so upset.
You need Google.
And you know what? If we can't show his face, can we hear him? Because I can hear him in the background talking.
And you say you
all kind of other stuff popping up.
That's because you're going through Safari, right?
Hey, Shashan, let somebody else on while you're working that out.
I was trying to. I went to Google, but I actually went to my app store to
the chat and the link in the room. What you say, Elder Baruch?
Hey, Yehuda, say something for a little bit, man. Y'all don't need no dead air.
All right, here's Northern Kingdom Prophets. Hold on. He's showing his face too, finally.
I wonder if I could use my old phone, if that would work.
It probably would if it's an Android. All right, Qanath, it's time to get it.
Okay,
in.
hold on. Give me a second. Looking at something.
All right.
Yeah, it's old Android's not active, but I still use it.
Okay.
Hey, shalom, brother. Who's that brother right there? Who's that?
This is Elijah.
Yeah, Shalom. Everybody. Yeah.
Shalom.
You want to introduce yourself? You want to introduce yourself before we go into a topic? Real quick? All right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let's go. All
introduce yourself.
Yeah.
All right. Now I saw. I don't know if it was
can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
We can hear you, brother.
Okay,
check. You good? We can hear you.
No, hold up. No, you relax. Hold up,
brother. Calm down, man. Calm down. We let you on the platform. Just chill. You're going to speak. You're going to have your peace, brother. You got to cool it out, man. You don't run nothing. We let you on. Just chill. All right. We can hear you clearly. Go ahead, Elder Qanath.
All right. Now, listen, let me say this to you. There's nothing never personal. We try to deal with truth, right? And some people take it personal. And I'm not apologizing by any shape, form, or fashion that you're taking things personal. That's on you, right? So Yehuda's going to ask you a couple of questions, and then you can ask a couple of questions, and we'll do it for like 5 minutes.
Hold on. Look. Here's look. Hey, can I speak?
Actually, I wasn't finished, man. Listen. Did you see how the really Hebrew?
Let him speak. That's okay. Let him.
Go ahead, speak.
Go ahead.
I challenge Qanath one-on-one. Go ahead on the curses.
Say what?
One on the curses, me and Qanath.
Okay, I give you one curse, right? Well, the scripture says this, right? Hold up. Okay, I'm gonna give you one curse. I want you to answer it, and then you give me a curse, right?
All the curses.
One curse. Can you answer? Then you give me one. I'm going first. It's my platform. Mute him.
Mute him.
All
You and I,
brother,
one-on-one. Can you
brother,
relax yourself?
hey, man, hold on.
Not. I want
This is why you got kicked off last time. You don't have no decorum.
One-on-one.
We heard you.
Y'all are salivating like dogs, man. Y'all are salivating like a pack of dogs, brother.
Shut your ass up, man. This is why I kicked your ass off the last fucking time. God damn. Have some motherfucking decorum. This is your problem. You don't fucking listen. Calm down. We let you on the show, man. Just chill. We're gonna let you go with Qanath, but you gotta have some respect. You're not gonna keep doing that. Now you wanna be on here, you better be civil. Be civil. Listen, I got your mic muted. We don't hear nothing you saying. Be civil. Everybody come up here gotta be civil. So if you don't want to deal the platform how we want to do it, then I'm gonna kick your ass off again, and you come back when you can be civil. Because I told you, I didn't like how you made that video on us with somebody who not even in F.O.P.E. trying to get views off of us. You know that dude wasn't in our camp. We don't even know that guy, and he still beat you up in the scriptures. So cool out. Now I'm gonna unmute your mic.
I gotta say, and I'm gonna let you have. You said curses.
Let Qanath talk, and we gonna deal civil. You don't want to deal civil, you gone.
All right. Now I just want to deal with one curse, right? What the scriptures say, we'll be scattered all over, right? But let's go to Hosea chapter 11. This is a curse. This is a curse. I'm not gonna go to Hosea 7. This is a curse.
Y'all want to piece of me. Y'all want to piece of me, every single one of you. Yahawashi Yahawashi. I want one-on-one with Qanath. One-on-one with Qanath. One-on-one with Qanath. Man,
you're not saying my name. What's wrong with you?
Let's get the heads. Let's get the heads. Come on, Qanath, put you straight up, man.
Hey, man, I don't know about the dudes, but this guy.
One-on-one with Qanath. One-on-one with Qanath.
Look at this.
What you running for, bro? Come on, one-on-one with Qanath. What you scared of, bro? You want me to go up against all you guys? That's an unbalanced scale.
You're not listen. Right, hold on. Calm down. Calm down.
The unbalanced scale is an
abomination.
An unbalanced scale is an abomination.
All right, here we go, Sean. I'm gonna read the scripture. Sean, mute the mic. Read the scripture. This is Hosea chapter 9, verse 16 and verse 17. It says, Ephraim is smitten, their root is dried up, they shall bear no fruit. Yea, though they bring forth, yet will I slay even the beloved fruit of the womb. My Yahweh will cast them away, because they did not hearken unto him, and they shall be wanderers amongst the nations. Right? All over the world. Right now, I want to know, where do people that look like you in Africa and shut up? Hey, brother, I'm trying to ask a question. You act like an old girl from my head, like 7th grade. Right? But I used to mess with ugly girls back then. You kind of look like them. So in Pakistan, I want to know if anybody that look like you in China, Japan.
Hold on.
Come on, Qanath, what you scared of, bro?
Look, man. Well, listen. Won't you have
to shut your heathen ass up, man? Let the guy talk, man. Man, shut your heathen ass up, man. And let Qanath talk. I don't want to hear that nonsense, man.
Sorry, Israel. We didn't try it, man. But this guy, he don't have no horror. He don't want to listen. He just want to talk crap. He don't have no patience. If he really wants to hear that, you can't debate like that. You can't jump over the scriptures. He don't want to listen to nobody, man. So we done tried, y'all. So please don't ask us to bring this guy back on our platform. Obviously,
that's it. He can't come on. It's over. He had his chance.
He's a scoffer, brother. This man don't want to be on the platform. He emotional. You feel me? If he could have been like Gorilla Hebrew, just chill, not getting off the hinges. You see how the guy acting all crazy.
Yeah, coming up here trying to act tough, putting on a front.
Come on, man. I seen clowns like you all my life.
Brother, you're right. He's not a brother. See, I could have went in on him, say, look, Asian. I could have said a lot of stuff to disrespect him, and I'm good at that, very good at it. But I didn't do that. I try to show him respect and decor. Everybody know my patience is good, and I mean, Yehuda could have really went in on him. I know this. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
but,
we tried, man, but he was being disrespectful. He tried to disrespect Qanath. He said he want to go one-on-one. All right, so you know how you deal with somebody one-on-one, but how you gonna fuss and talk over somebody? Then you trying to bring up the scriptures. He talking crazy. Like I said, what's the point of dealing with people like that? The man,
because he's a heathen. He's a heathen. That's why. That's in his nature. That's in his nature. That's that white blood.
Hey, Yehuda, let's go into some history on these guys real quick, since he's still listening.
I'm trying to get Elder Baruch on. He's still trying to get on through the Chrome because he was on his iPhone, but he switched to his Android. So he's trying to come in. So
he got some good, got very good history. That's what he made.
So we've been patient trying to get him in.
He is actually here's the thing. This is what I was trying to tell Gorilla Hebrew, right? We all the four of us on this line, we may be dark skinned, light skinned, right? But we all look Negro. That guy don't look nothing like Gorilla Hebrew. That guy don't look nothing like us. That guy don't look nothing like Jennifer Lopez, Julio Cesar Chavez, right? Oscar de la Hoya, right? Timia Tamara, Tomato. He looked like Bruce Lee. All right, that's what he looked like. Point blank. Period. That's what I was talking about with Gorilla Hebrew, right? And he was trying to say stupidity and stuff, and I shot him back on that because I caught that. Right? Well, he knows there are different types of Indians, right? Yep. You can say you deal scholarly or whatever you want to say, academia, right? However you want to say it, but we know there's different type of Indians all over the planet. Mind you, right? When Columbus came over here, right? He thought he was weird. In India. Why?
In Asia.
In Asia.
Yep.
You're right. Why is that?
Because they look Asian.
They look Asian.
They have the Asian phenotype. Asian phenotype.
Exactly. This guy don't look nothing like Israelite black. He don't look white. He don't look black. He don't look Hispanic. Neither. And then he says,
he made it.
There we go. Shalom, F.O.P.E, Elder Baruch, and Texas. Finally got that stuff working. Let's go. Give him that history, Elder. Give him that history.
All right, Elder Baruch, I'm gonna jump off here. You on the show now? They can see you.
Actually, we can't see him, but we can hear him if he talks.
Hold on, wait. They said they can't see you, but we can. Can you say something, Elder Baruch? Oh no.
There you go. We got it. Shalom. We can't hear him though.
Elder Baruch, we can't hear you. Damn. Hold on, let me call him back. Elder Baruch, can you hear us?
All you gotta do is talk.
Elder Baruch, can you hear us? His mic muted.
Yeah, tell him.
Elder Baruch, can you hear us?
Unmute your mic. Unmute your mic. Look at the bottom of the screen and unmute the mic. Press the button.
His mic not muted.
Is that?
Nah, we just can't hear him. We can't hear you, Elder Baruch. We can't hear you.
The whole Leviticus 21, where you can't even seeds spontaneous. So he knew where I was going with that, but
exactly.
he knew where I was going with that one. But I mean, he came humble, but I will say this: he should not be on some priestly council unless he can prove he a priest.
Listen, man, in order to be a priest, according to the law of Moses, the Mosaic covenant, right? Both parents have to be Levites.
Period. Period. 21st chapter, Leviticus 21st chapter. I went 6 weeks ago. Yup.
And also, Qanath, here's how we know that the 10 tribes did not come to the Americas, right? Because according to the law of Moses, only the Levitical priest can teach. So how in the hell did they migrate without any Levites teaching them the laws of Moses?
Exactly.
Because they never left. They never migrated to the
Say something, Elder Baruch.
Hey, Shalom.
There you go.
All right. Elder Baruch.
Okay. let me go into another room here. Man, this was a challenge.
Gotta
Yeah.
be persistent.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. So
anybody down in Dallas,
is
in Houston, this is Elder Baruch, F.O.P.E. I guess if he want, he could put his contact or Facebook or something, contact him, right? And want to be a part of the body down there.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yep. You can reach me at BaruchIsrael12@gmail.com.
Yep. Say it again, Ak.
BaruchIsrael12@gmail.com.
There we go.
Yeah. See, we're making moves and doing things here.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So dealing with that, because here in Texas, we have a lot of what has been identified as a so-called Northern Kingdom, according to the Book of AREA. And yeah, I had to say the Book of AREA, because the last time I checked, we didn't have a Book of AREA. But there's a strong so-called Northern Kingdom presence here, particularly in the camps of IUIC, GMS, and
I didn't mean to cut you off. Brother. You mean a fake Northern Kingdom.
Right. That's it, exactly. So, but here's what we have here recently, and this has actually been going on for the past couple of years. They've taken DNA. They've taken DNA from these so-called Mexicans and El Salvadorians and basically all of the mixed population of Central and South America. And they have actually traced their DNA to South Asia, Southeast Asia. Many of them was brought over by the Spanish back in 1521 into Mexico. All right. Those people that they brought into Mexico came from the Philippines. Now, I'm going to run you through a little piece of history. How did these people end up in the Philippines? They are from Cambodia, Malaysia, Korea, Japan, and the majority of the population came from China. All right. So there was a total of 4 migrations during the time of Kublai Khan. Kublai Khan was the son of Genghis Khan. During Kublai Khan's reign, he conquered more area than his father did. Remember now, during the time of Genghis Khan stayed in Asia, upper Asia, all right? From the Caucasus Mountains region all the way over to Siberia and Mongolia. His son went on to conquer, which was the southern part, going into China, Korea, Malaysia, Burma, Indonesia. Okay, these people began to migrate to get out of those areas, and this took place during 1299. So the people that are being identified as Indians today in America, and those that are being classified as the indigenous of Central and South America, are actually people that migrated after 1299. And this is how their DNA is actually tracing them and placing them back in the places that they migrated from. All right, there is a total of 71 languages being spoken right now today in Mexico. 71 languages. The least spoken language in Mexico is actually Spanish, contrary to what we have been told and what we have been, forcibly to think by certain camps. The least spoken language in Mexico is Spanish. Second is English. So if these people were conquered and enslaved, and so, the atrocities went on them from the Spanish people, why is it that the least language that they speak is Spanish? Now we know that when the conquistadors came in, they brought, of course, our Bible. They intended to indoctrinate them into Christianity, particularly into Catholicism. All right. Once these people were indoctrinated and introduced into Catholicism, they chose what they call a Christian name. So they took on surnames such as Gonzalez, Cortez, Diaz, Fernandez, and Hernandez. So that's quite a bit different from us, because the names of our oppressors was actually beaten and forced onto us. They did not go through that. All right. Certain areas of Mexico was enslaved, and those mainly were the mountain regions, because the conquistadors was after gold and after silver. All of Mexico was not enslaved. The slaves that did come from Africa, the Negroes, which are in the very southern part of Mexico right now today, who are unrecognized, who are still not citizens, who are being oppressed by the Mexican people who these camps are calling Israel. Those people are, they are actually oppressing those Negroes in southern Mexico right now today still.
As we speak.
Exactly.
And can you
DNA shows them to be two different people.
Elder Baruch, as you continue on, and can you speak about your travels around the world as well too? Let people know you traveled around everything too as you continue on.
Yes. I spent 14 years in the military, in the U.S. Army, and also in the United States Navy. I've traveled into areas of the East, which they're calling the Middle East. We know that there's no Middle East, but the people there recognize us as Israel. There is a man that I met that I've seen him, I want to say at least 4 times. And each time that I saw this man, he bowed to me and he called me Yehudi. He kept calling, every time I saw this man, he called me Yehudi. And he always said, blessings, Yehudi. All right. These people over there recognize Negroes as being Israel. They do not recognize Native American Indians or Mexicans or anyone out of the southern and central American areas as being Israel. Now there is Mexicans and what certain camps are called the Northern Kingdom that was present over there in the military. They were not identified by the people in those countries as being Israel.
Now that right there is a head cutter. Now that right there is a head cutter.
So I'm saying, give me your feedback.
It wasn't. So it wasn't just myself. They identified all of the Negro soldiers as Yehudi. All Negro soldiers were identified as Yehudi by them. No so-called Hispanic was ever identified by any of them over there as Israel.
And you said this was above the Euphrates? Above the Euphrates?
Yes. Oh, yes.
But guess what, brother? I have the writings of Qanath, right? And he wrote that all the surrounding neighbors of the Northern Kingdom, he called them the black-headed people. And he also called the Israelites the black-headed people.
Exactly. So we're talking up, and the areas that I'm talking about, just to be specific, I'm talking about Iraq. I'm talking about Afghanistan. I'm talking about Kuwait. All right. I'm talking certain areas of Arabia. All right. The Negro, only the Negro, the woolly-head brother with the melanated skin was identified as Yehudi. No one else. Not one Hispanic was ever identified as being Israel over there.
Now IUIC over there now, and they've been putting out all the videos talking about the different locations where the tribes came from Africa, which we knew it was black, but yet it was still Nate was still lying to say that Ephraim is Puerto Rican, which I don't understand.
Right. So now I'm gonna tell you something. You know, here in Houston has a very, very large African population. You have a lot of Igbo here, and you have a lot of Yoruba. Now, these people not only identify themselves as being Israel, they identify a tribe. They tell you they're from Yoruba. I mean, they're Ephraim. And this is the Yoruba people that I've spoken to.
Zebulon is that. Go ahead,
I see them all the time, and I talk every time I meet one of them. You know, I have to spark that conversation, brother. Yeah, boom, boom, boom. Hey, yeah. We're from the tribe of Ephraim. I see Igbo, and you know what tribe they tell me they're from? They tell me they're from Gad.
Exactly. Hey, brother, I didn't mean to cut you up, brother. But I've been saying this for the last year. That Gad, that Pally, Asher, they all in Africa. They all Manasseh, all in Africa.
Yeah. So, you know, when you have to examine this thing, every time there was a famine or a conflict, when we fled, we never went south, east, or west. I mean, you know, east, west, or north. We went south. Our forefather Abraham went into Africa.
Exactly.
Matthew 2:13 told Joseph to take Mary and the young child into Africa. We always fled into Africa. There's other scriptures. We always went into Africa. All right, and during that first dispersing out of Syria, and that one that I'm talking about is 2nd Esdras 13 and 40, which is being falsely taught as them sailing around the continent of Africa. First of all, Africa. The continent of Africa, you can actually put the whole continent of the United States of America into the continent of Africa 4 times and have room left over.
Wow.
All right. Okay. Yep. So that is just a simple fact. You did not. When did we build ships? You know how long it takes to build a ship? You're talking about the whole Northern Kingdom. You build ships, enough ships and sizable ships to actually bring all of Northern Kingdom into America. That in itself doesn't make a damn bit of sense.
Let me say something. You know, the real Hebrew said this. He said when they used crossed over in the scriptures, they always meant ships. That's a lie. When they said ships, they said ships.
Mm-hmm. Well, Elder Baruch, I don't know if you thought we did on the Euphrates, but we showed the vessels that they had available during that time of the Assyrian captivity when they had the Civil War.
Right.
The ancient Assyrians had galley ships. It says no galley ships can go down the Euphrates. And then when they were having that Civil War, they had their war. They had their big vessels. The only vessels they had available was small fishing boats, and they only could fit like 4 to 5 people. And one of them was like a little ferry that carried goods. There's no way we came to America on those type of vessels. We didn't show the archaeology proof and everything. There's no way in hell.
Right. It's not possible. But then also to add to that.
No, that's everybody. I don't know where that's coming from. Everybody having feedback.
Yeah. So just to add to that right there, the very southern tip of Africa, that water is very turbulent. Very turbulent.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be completely impossible. Let's say if there was ships built, or if there was boats that only carried so many people. You're dealing with water with extreme turbulence going around the southern tip of Africa.
And Elder Barak.
Yes, sir.
let's say you're right. Let's lie and say they had ship, right?
Right.
They still had to row the boat.
Yeah, they still would have to roll the boat. Now I'm gonna add something else to you. I'm gonna point something out to you. The ocean, the top of the ocean is the water has a salinity in it, right? Under there, under there, the water becomes fresh, and there's a current. There's currents that would actually push. It would take a hold of a boat and it would actually push it. If they came around the southern tip of Africa, where that water is extremely turbulent, and they picked up into one of those currents that would push that boat, it would not bring them to America. It would not be pushed. It would not bring them to America. It would push them further in a southwestern direction.
Now
So
you
they
know
could
I
not
done.
have ended up
Now
in.
you know I done research, and what you said is true. They was like, what you said is true. They was like, trash actually come up on the beaches.
Right.
Back toward Africa.
I'm trying to figure out why we having this Everybody having feedback. Do somebody have like a double going on like something? Elder Baruch, do you have another device plan?
In their bedroom.
See, can you mute it and see if that'll stop that?
Okay.
Anybody else?
Give me just
I don't know why.
Yeah, because we didn't have the feedback until he came.
Okay, it's actually off. Okay. Can you still hear it, or is it good?
No, we still having feedback. Or speaker.
Let's see.
If you're not speaking, then mute.
Yeah, that could be possible as well.
Yeah, see if it's the headphone. Take your headphones out real quick. See if that's it. Now, hello?
Hey, how about that?
Yeah, I think it's coming from you.
Okay, I had them headphones on.
No, I can still hear the
All right.
feedback.
Uh-oh.
It got to be another device. How loud it is.
Yeah, I don't have it. My other phone is turned off.
I don't know what the heck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this whole thing with the ships coming to America, man, is I'd have to say is very far fetched, and it's just brothers. I mean, they're reaching. You know, I mean, the band had the dream, so they put some stuff together to support the dream. Basically, a doctrine was created to validate this man's dream, and that's all that was. Yes, sir.
That's what you can do, right? Put your earphones. And when you're done talking, I think if you mute your mic, we shouldn't get no more feedback.
Okay.
And we might have to do it that way. Off.
Okay. I'm gonna mute my mic real quick and just see how it sounds.
Okay.
All right.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Right. All right. So it is.
Yeah,
all right. Yeah. So Elder Baruch, what you're gonna do is, right, when you talk, you'll talk, and everybody gonna talk, and everybody gonna quiet.
Okay.
And
It,
we not
it could
talk
be
when
me.
you talk, because we don't want
Right,
the feedback.
and it could be me. It could be echoing in here. I'm in the living room, man, and my roof is like 30 feet tall. I mean, my
Oh yeah,
ceilings is
that's
like
how
30 feet up. Yeah.
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 Go ahead, Elder Rick. You explaining everything. We're listening.
Right. So it's completely impossible that they actually came over here in ships, and even if they did, ended up in those currents, it actually would not bring them to this side. It would take them away from this side. Yeah, you got the other thing too is when you actually look at the Earth on the globe on its axis, Africa sits very far below, and we're actually at an angle. So southwest of Africa would be taking them towards the Antarctic and not into Central and South America. So now the thing is too, what we have to look at is Israel did come over here at some point in time, but they were on the eastern side of America. They did not cover the complete America. The Mongoloid and Siberians and the other Asians that did migrate to this side, they came after 1299, and they were on the western side, coming into the central areas like Colorado, Montana, the Dakotas. This is where they were seen. They were never seen until later. As a matter of fact, when Esau first decided to make his trip over here, the people that they saw were Negro, and they did not find the so-called Indian until they sent men over here to try to create maps of this land. That was when they ran into this other man that's being identified as an Indian.
That's an
let me ask you a question real quick, if you can get your phone.
Okay.
Real quick. I was telling the guy Gorilla Hebrew that, and I know he knows this. I mean, it's impossible you don't know this. It's more than one type of Indian. If for him to say all of them the same, I'm surprised they don't start running for the hills out at school. It's more than one type of black man. We all know that. So it's more than one type of Indian. For him to say it's only one type of Indian, it's mind-boggling. And then for him to say he used the albino part of it, say, well, you got white albino people, black albino people. But like I said, you got a white albino person, they still look white. Same thing with black. You understand? But with Indians, you got different Indians, Mongoloid Indians, you got, all kinds. You even got people here that's Indians, they actually come from, through my research, Arabs. You understand? Mixed with Arabs. So if you can dig into that a little bit, we appreciate it. Go ahead.
Real quick, bro. I gotta drive to Brooklyn tomorrow. So I'm gonna sleep, right? But the bottom line is this here. This Gorilla Hebrew, you see, he got to come up with these lies because he got to make that money. You know what I'm saying? He don't work, so he got to make the money. That's why he got to keep these heathen in camp.
Yeah, he said Eskimos, Israelites. All kinds. Now everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Elder Baruch, if you.
Yes, sir. So there was a total different dispersions that they have actually documented, and I'm sure that there was more, because if you really look at it, within Mexico, their DNA showed them in several different areas of Asia, because you had the they're all short, but you can actually identify the different groups by their bone structure, because their bone structure it varies from one group to the next. If you look at a man from Indonesia and one from Cambodia, you can see that they're two different people. If you look at one from Burma and one from Malaysia, you can see that they're two different people, but they do have the Mongoloid features. They all have the Asian features. Okay, so that right there in itself alone tells you that there was more than 4 different dispersions, along with the those that were brought over here by the Spanish. Now, just in the northern continent, North America, you had Mongolia and you had Siberia. If you look at those natives, the people of Mongolia and the ones that are in Siberia, you can see that they're 2 different people. You could also look at one that has been mixed. In other words, what I'm saying is a man from Siberia and a woman from Mongolia, just like a white Edomite and a Negro mix. You can see that there is a mixture right there. So through that mixture, you're going to see different variations of Asian groups that came over in those migrations.
Mm.
And you can notice it now. I've traveled to Canada. All right, you could go to Canada and you could look at an Asian, and I'm talking about let's say Nova Scotia region, and then go to Alaska and put the 2 side by side. You're going to see a difference. Okay, so they're all different, and you can identify the different variations of those groups, and you could pinpoint where they came from. Now, the Indian, let's look at that for an example too, because their DNA was also tested, and they were traced back to Siberia and Mongolia. And I know there was an excuse to say, well, hey, you know what? They got mixed up with Esau. That's why they look the way they look. Well, they had no Edomite blood. There was no Edomite DNA in them. But what they did find was they found 2 different Neanderthals. One Neanderthal did have a slant eye, and the other one was just like a regular Edomite, the regular caveman.
Mm-hmm.
And these people shared the same DNA as that Neanderthal.
Wow.
The people of Mexico also share the same DNA as that slant eye Neanderthal that was found in East Asia.
Wow.
Now, these are actually facts. You can research this. All people that do not have melanated skin share DNA with Neanderthals. And that is a fact.
Mm.
That is a fact. Their own scientists have come to that conclusion after doing the DNA testing. So,
Con. What boggles my mind is that, and brother, I want you to speak to you. You've been over here quiet for like an hour, but they walk around with a white Jesus poster, right? But they tell us we can't look at phenotype, we can't go by color. This is asinine, because now they say, you see that's Caesar Borgia, second son of Pope 6, blah, 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 right? A white man, right? They can do it, but we can't do it, right? They'll look at us and say, oh, you from the tribe of Judah, without even asking you. They say, brother, where you from? America. You from the tribe of Judah. How can they say that? What, they looked at us? This is what I'm talking about. And this goes, when people talk like that, this is not something that they don't know. They do know this. And what I'm coming to find out is a lot of them married to heathens. That's the problem. A lot of them married to heathens, and they don't want to. They want to save it, but they don't want, because they don't want to do what Ezra did. Ezra said, you know what, the women and the children got to go.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm not saying, you know what, get rid of your wife, whatever. I'm not saying that. You just, if you follow the book, then you follow the book, But yeah, we're not gonna be on too much longer, man. Baruch, you want to get at again?
Yeah, I want
to get in touch with you again. They say they're in the area where you are.
Say that again.
People was asking, can you get an information fellowship on the chat board? They live in that area.
Okay, will do. I'll put my number out on there as well. They could contact me as well.
Well, I don't know. You got a lot of haters on here, man.
Oh, yeah. You're right. But hey, I'm a skilled individual at certain things. So
Right.
I would say I wouldn't really be worried.
Right. Exactly.
We I ain't gonna say what my background is. So I'll just leave it like that.
Hey, all well.
Yeah.
Let me say something. Can you mute just for a second? Let me say something. Everybody, like I said, we the Most High is building F.O.P.E. You know, and actually building the nation. All of us, whether you're in a camp or not. You know what I'm saying? It's not about a camp with us. You know, we just a congregation, really, brothers and sisters trying to come together, meek and humble, and maybe show my face and serve the Most High. You know, that's what it's about with me, being meek and humble and not worshiping man, and can take criticism, you know, and not have respect the person, you know. So I looked at all these summits going on. It's to me, and I keep on saying it, the fellowship may be good, but other than that, it's hogwash. Nobody actually doing anything, you know. Most High will, April 6th in Baltimore, where we're gonna be having the Passover there. You know, we're gonna talk about some things that we're doing. Most High will, I'm going to Africa this summer. You know, we will be getting some land here to fellowship. Why? Here's the thing. Why keep going to all these different venues, renting these places? You know, paying them out to other nations every year for Passover, every year for this event, every year for that event, and not having at least 4 acres of land, and you have a small little barn you can make out of a damn school or small tabernacle, and y'all can do your holy days there. You know, it just don't make sense. We don't even think on a higher level. We just think so small and minute, you know. And you got all these camps and all that. Nobody's doing anything. So, man, through you guys, you know, Most High we'll be able to make this happen. You know, so and Dallas is a good place, or Texas is a good place. You're in Houston, right, El? Yes. So I mean, we could get some better. We could get some better. There's nothing but getting 5 acres of land, knock on there, whatever like that, where you can fellowship. What's wrong with that? You know, why keep going to somebody's house? You know, it don't make sense. You know, I look at IUIC, man. You know, they got a lot of people they can't, but these people can own a whole country if they want to, especially in Africa. All that revenue coming, it don't make no sense. You know, so yeah, man. With that, man. I'm gonna give you the last word. If anybody want to donate to Sham,
let the say something.
Y'all can do that.
Never mind.
If not, it's good. What up?
All right, I'm gonna say shalom. It's been a minute, and you know, I'm glad to get my face out there and get my 5 cents in, just put my nickel in there. You know, the thing is, there's a lot of wickedness going on, and you know, if it's just a handful of us, we're gonna destroy these doctrines that's been created. You know, we're gonna knock down these strongholds that's been plaguing our people. And that's a fact. You know, no one is going to escape this.
That's right.
No one.
It don't take a lot. It don't take a lot.
Mm-hmm.
A lot. You know, we stay firm. Do the Most High, you know, he will get an increase.
Exactly.
So, Elder Baruch, what we're going to do is we're going to actually have a whole show where you can come on and you can explain it better for everybody, the whole Mongoloid thing, Native Indians, and bring out more history and maybe some evidence if you want to do that or whatever like that. People can ask about your travel like that.
Yes, sir.
So give your email.
Oh, right. I posted it here just a little bit ago.
Oh, okay. Good.
All right. It's Baruch Israel12@gmail.com.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said, "Rest in peace."
Exactly.
All praise, man.
Mm-hmm.
Say shalom, shalom, you can.
Okay, so with that, Israel, thank y'all for tuning in. Most High bless. We'll see y'all back for Friday Night Flames. Thank you everybody for supporting, for donating, for the likes, for all the love, for the dislikes. Thank y'all for coming out watching the show tonight. We would like to say Shalom from F.O.P.E. till Friday Night Flames. Most High bless. Be safe. Shalom.
Shalom.